of all, screenwriter Michael Bacall.
Tatum. And the person that started it all, Jonah Hill.
Alright, I know you guys have a lot of questions for these guys. Who's gonna be first? Who's gonna be best? Right here.
It's all method. We just took HFS and just let it.
I'm on HFS right now. You guys don't look like ice cream cones to me right now.
Okay, great. Next question. Up there, balcony.
Obvious question for Kristen Hill. Your last shoot, over the word book animation, this is live action. How was making that jump?
It was super fun when you're working with really talented actors who are really funny and make you look good all the time.
Yeah, that makes it easy. I don't know. It's kind. In one way, it's different. It's a lot faster. It took us like 4 years, and this was a lot shorter than that. It's terrifying being on set and having to make a decision. You can't go to lunch like we used to and figure it out. You have to figure it out right there. Luckily, we had amazing support. The other part is the same. You know, with all of our animators, we tried to give them the confidence and the space to add their own creative stuff, and you couldn't have better partners in that than the rest of the guys up here.
I'll go to this gentleman right here.
Okay, one, Jonah, how long did it take you to perfect that car stunt? And two, do you still want your beer can?
I think it's empty, so you can have it. If the Smithsonian's not asking for it immediately, then you can I'm an idiot. You know, it's crazy. I was 5 years ago, to pretty much the day, my agent Sharon, who's here right now, called me and asked me if I wanted to turn 21 Jump Street into a film. And I was like, that's the worst fucking idea I've ever heard in my entire life. Why do I work with you? And she's like, it'd be a really funny comedy. And I was like, thought about it for the day, and I started thinking about the original thing here at South by Southwest 5 years ago. So to be here full circle and play it for you guys here is really fucking rad. It's really awesome. Waiting to watch it, like Phil and Chris said, with you guys, because here at the Paramount and at this place and with you guys and women and, you know, children and illegal aliens and, but, you know, you guys appreciate movies, and that no matter what happens in the next week now is all the concern of like what happens to it, what happens when it goes into the world, but we'll have this night forever, and that's really fucking cool. For me, I'm doing this movie from the age of 23 to 28, and to watch that and what Phil and Chris did and took it and made it their own film, and what all these people did, and you know, Mike and I were talking about like being at Johnny Rockets like 5 years ago, like discussing whether we should make this something we make worthwhile, and all these brilliant people who made it great. It's just fucking cool. For tonight, like we have this night, and that's fucking amazing. That's so cool. Thank you guys. This is so cool. This is so cool. Like, and as far as the hood slide, it took quite a long time just to get with it.
How long did it take to pull this project together between 5 years ago when you heard about it, Michael, your involvement, and bringing in Phil and Chris, making a remake that actually isn't a remake, it's a totally new reinvention of it?
I think Jonah and I worked on it 2-3 years before Phil and Chris came on board, and then we hit the turbo button. And
We came on in 2010, at the very beginning of 2010, and worked with these guys for about a year, and then started casting it up, and then we met the lovely Channing Tatum.
Channing Tatum. How about this guy? We all loved him before, but I don't know. There's not, I don't know. He just breaks your heart and makes you laugh so hard in this movie. And it sucks because he shouldn't. I should be breaking your heart. But it just sucks. He's so good. This movie would have sucked without him. And I don't know. It's fucking awesome. Sorry, I'm gonna shut up. This is so awesome.
Alright, who's got the next question? Right here.
I noticed a lot of like subtle comedy in the backgrounds, like billboards for bullion cues.
You noticed that? Wow.
And so
You're the guy.
We obviously weren't doing our job, so that's what you were looking at.
Yeah. Do you have like a lazy eye or something? You're like looking at the center of the screen?
well, I just wanted to know if you. I wanted to ask you about what other.
Oh, there's all sorts of stuff in there.
Yeah, I mean, we had a couple of conceits. One was that we wanted the city to be like the convenience store in. I just choked. In Repo Man. How like all those generic products are there, and the original show was shot in Vancouver, and it's set in Metropolitan City, and we just kind of like the idea that everything was really generic, and all the billboards were in Helvetica font, and then we did actually have to scrub some things that we couldn't legally use, so anytime we had to do that, we would make a weird billboard, like a big billboard that just says billboard, or what Chris made on his computer, bullion cubes. Enjoy them. So, a lot of it comes from just being bored in the editing bay and not knowing what else to do with ourselves.
It's in the balcony, right here.
How do you convince Johnny Depp?
How did you convince Johnny Depp to be a part of this?
You suck his agent's dick for fucking 10 years. I'm kidding. His agent, Tracy's like the nicest woman in the world, and I kissed her ass for like 8 years. From the day the project was announced, she was like the first person I emailed like, hey, we're doing 21 Jump Street, huh? Just throwing that out there. By the way, you're amazing, and I love you. And she, like, got in contact with him, hooked us up. Tracy, thank you. I appreciate it. I don't know where you are. You're probably not here, but she hooked it up, man. And we wrote him letters. I wrote him a really nice letter. All the guys, we all wrote him nice things. And Chan did. Did you guys write him some?
We were at a party that Channing was at, and he was there.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
okay, we gotta go up to him and talk to him about this. And Chan chickened out. He did not want to do it.
And you know what? I actually, while we're public, I have to give respect to a guy named Josh Horowitz who works for MTV.
Oh, yeah.
Who every day for the past 5 years I've been in an interview, and not every day, but anytime he's interviewed me, said, what's up with the 21 Jump Street movie? Have you asked Johnny Depp? And I said, no, we haven't asked him yet. And then every interview he did with Johnny Depp for his press junkets would ask Johnny Depp, and Johnny Depp said he was down to do it, and they sent us that video, and then Tracy made it all happen. So, Josh, respect. Thanks. And you know what? Like, the funniest thing about Johnny Depp was he was in all that stuff, like on that face stuff, and he went out on Bourbon Street and like got drinks and hung out, and no one knew it was him. So people were hanging out with Johnny Depp all day and had no idea they were hanging out with Johnny Depp.
He was like, sorry I'm late, guys. It was my only chance to ever go on Bourbon Street. It was awesome.
It's my only chance to not be Johnny Depp for 5 minutes.
And he had two stipulations when we saw him at that party. He was like, I want to die. We're like, all right, let's write the most disgusting, brutal death we can write for you. And then he was like, I want to work with Peter DeLuise again. And I want to have a scene.
And Mike, remember our original Johnny Depp scene was the second he opens his mouth, I accidentally shoot him in the face. So the original cameo was he doesn't even say a word. The second you realize it's Johnny Depp, my gun goes off and blows his face off. That was our original. Thank God Phil and Chris came into the movie.
I think you guys would have liked that too, right? All right, way in the back there.
Hey, I'm from New Orleans, and,
Nola Love.
I worked on the movie. I was in the movie. My first time seeing it with a live audience.
Right on.
And I just wanted to know, where's my seat?
Who did you play?
I was a teacher. I was in the flashback.
My first movie credit was Short Circuit, and I got cut out of that shit too, dude.
Phil and Chris. That's more of a Phil and Chris type question than all of us. They're willing to meet with you after the Q&A for the next 45 minutes to an hour and discuss how it ended.
I'm going way.
I fought for you, man. You tested really high, and they were like, that guy shouldn't be in the movie. We have a personal vendetta against him. And I was like, but his seat tested so high, and he's so charming.